Hi guys, I thought I'd do an album flip through of my December not quite daily albums. I don't do December daily, I just do pages as they come to me. I put all sorts of Christmassy stuff in it, but not everyday stuff. And so that's why I can fit more than 1 year into an album. So this album has 3 years, from 2012 to 14, and I run them backwards. So I'm starting here with 2014, and it's just a piece of vellum that I had stamped and embossed on, and then added a cut file and some stickers on top. There's lots of see-through elements and sequins and lots of stamping. And at the start of this 2014 part, there are a lot of pages that are blank on the back. They were either projects for design teams or just pages I never got around to finishing. And I really have no intention of going back and doing them. So I love this here. It's like stamping on vellum. So this has been such a good exercise because before I start this year's album, I'm going through and finding a whole pile of ideas that I'm definitely going to use again. So see, there's another blank page. And actually this one I could swap them out, but the page protectors for these albums now are different than these ones were. So they've got the 6 ring rather than the 4, so I'm happy enough just to leave it as is. I haven't used many digital stamps in these albums, but I definitely will this year. This is a cut file from the Silhouette store that I cut on like silver sticker paper and just added to a misted background. And a few of these page protectors, just to jazz them up a little bit, I guess, I ran washi tape down the side of them, which I really like. So I think I might do that again this year. Again, lots of see-through elements, and I really love that. I love being able to see the pages behind. And this one here is another cut file I had made. So it's cut out of white card, and then I backed it with a whole pile of different pattern papers. This page is really special because this is actually the last Christmas, or the last time I saw my grandfather before he died. So that was really special. I'm glad I've got that documented there. And another thing is December, we always have the worst luck in December. Something just happens every year, and I don't shy away from actually putting that in the album. It's nice to have those stories documented there. So this is actually the background of a cut file that I'd had to cut out these little tree stickers, but I loved the way it looked, so I made a filler page out of it. So there's one of those stickers there. I love these full page photos too. I definitely want to try more of that this year. And one thing I do is if there's got bulky items like these brads and stuff, I do try to stick them on the outside of the page protectors. Black and white is your friend for these busy Christmas photos. I just makes it a bit more simple for me. And so 2014 ended on Christmas Day, and 2013 starts here. I don't always end on Christmas Day. You'll see 2013, it goes all the way up to New Year's Eve. It just depends what we were up to at the time. There's another wee see-through element, so just a cut file and use the negative space of that to create a page. I loved these wood veneers out of the kit. I can't remember which kit I was actually using this year, but it was a wood veneer, and I heat embossed gold on one side and white on the other. And so again, see-through, love that. This one, I love the pattern of it, but it was actually marshmallow that I had made. So I took a photo of that, and it looks like a sort of pattern paper, really. Again, more sequins. I mean, it's just such a good excuse to use anything sparkly. And one thing I'm going to use again this year is definitely this sequin on gold thread. We had a really quiet Christmas this year, just the 2 of us, so there was lots of chances for just taking quiet photos and lots more sort of filler pages rather than photo heavy. And so these last couple of pages are they're actually after Christmas. We took a road trip to see my family, and then I did just document our New Year's Eve as well. And this is where 2012 started. Now, 2012 was the first year that I actually did December Daily, and it was in this 4x6 album. This was the first year that we had a rather large catastrophe in December, so I didn't get very far with this album. It was only a few pages full, and so that's why I had decided to take it out of the album and put it back into this 6x8 album. They all sort of fit, so I ended up with 2 pages to each one, and it still looks good. But we spent most of December in hospital, so there were very few pages. So the album's full, but it's not completely chocker, so had I got a whole of 2012 in there, it still would have fit. So that's why I am sticking with this 3-year to an album sort of thing. But that is the entire first album finished. So that's that one. And then last year I worked with the Kelly Pericki album and kit. And so I haven't put any dividers in yet. I'll probably do that at the end of this year. So it just starts with 2015, which was a cut file, and then just a plain piece of paper, pattern paper. And on the back, I printed my photo on vellum and stitched it on. It's hard to see in the camera, but it does have a really cool effect. And again, you can see my theme of see-through and sparkle and just lots of colour continues in this year. This was also the first year I had a fuse tool, so there were lots of altered pockets as well. So I've got a whole pile of stuff in there. It's not just Christmas stuff, I guess. There's also things that happen during the summer and just random bits and pieces. Favourites from the season, like I love these spiced ginger beer. It's my favourite Christmas drink. And then the usual Christmas tree story, because I just am obsessed with Christmas trees. I'm lucky if we only end up with 2 or 3. And again, another visit to hospital. December, so predictable. But again, I put it in the album because it is part of our December, and it's becoming quite a tradition now. This is one of my favourite pages in this whole album, and it was just literally a full-page shaker pocket album piece. I just fused across the top. It's got a piece of vellum inside it, and then just as many gold and silver sequins as I could fit in. Love it. I'm going to do that again this year, definitely. And then just some really simple pages, photos, journaling, and a little bit of embellishing. And it's not December for me without a bokeh photo of the lights, so I have to put that in. And this is a brush script piece that I did. I turned it into a cut file and then laminated it. So I made my own sort of insert, and I love it. I'm definitely going to do it again. Now, this was because it had snowed, hailed. We had this huge storm, which probably doesn't seem too unrealistic, except that we're in the middle of summer here, so it was quite strange. Just a couple more photos documenting presents that I had bought, and finally finishing work and being on Christmas break. I made this wreath with a leaf die cut. I had watercoloured some paper and just cut out 1,000,000 leaves and then glued them into a wreath. Some smaller page protectors just to document going away, and these are just my favourite cards that I got that year. And just some other pages. Again, we had a small Christmas this year, so it was just documenting our day, the meal we had, the things we did, the gifts we gave each other. And again, this year I did carry on past Christmas Day, on Boxing Day. Some family came to stay with us, so I've got that in there as well. I haven't filled in the back of the page, and I might do that. And these 2 pages are some historic photos, and then this is where 2016 starts. So there is a process video for these few pages using the mini kit from Brandy Kincaid and Feed Your Craft. And the only thing I'm going to do with this album now is I am going to move 2016 to the start so that it goes in the same sort of backwards order as the first album. And then I can get on with documenting this year. I love looking back through these pages. It makes me so excited for December. It really is. Apart from the catastrophes that tend to happen, I'm hopeful this year will be the first without one, and I'm excited to start getting into it. I think it's important to make your December album work for you, and if daily doesn't work, then just do whatever you can, which is what I do, and I love it. Can't wait to do this year's. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick flip through, and I'll see you next time. Bye.